Hello, it's Chris. I thought I'd drop in and say hello and do a quick little update and just let you know I've finished my shift here at work in my sewing studio. It's definitely not work. So I thought I'd just show you around and let you see how I try and leave my room at the end of like a working time that I spend in here, so that tomorrow when I come in, I've got everything all laid out, ready to go for my order, because I'm currently working on an order for a customer, and I also have a job as well. So yeah, so without further ado, I'll turn you around. So I'll show you what this is, what I call my cutting room. Looks like I do my sewing in another room next door, and we'll do that as another video later. Let me know if you want to have a look in my sewing room. I can show you a how I try and leave it at the end of the day, and what it looks like before I sort of clean it up after I've had a bit of a working session in there as well. So here we go. I'll turn you around. Okay, I'll try to just sort of go a bit slow so I don't spin the camera too fast. So I've just backed up to the door. So here's the door frame here. When I first walk in, on this wall here, that's the doorway. I've got like an ironing board sitting there, so it's not in my road. Windows there, it's night time at the moment, but during the day I have a beautiful view. At night now I see all the pretty lights all shining out through the window. When you turn this way, this is my main sort of work hub. So that's my table. My table I've made up of two 8 cube, I think they're Calyx units from IKEA. I've had the brown one for ages, and then I picked up the light brown one. I think it was $40 or something like that on IKEA from somewhere else, Facebook I think it was. So yeah, so this is how I've left my cutting table. So the project that I've been working on at the moment is for my customer, and I've already made the wallet, which I sort of shared a video overview of her wallet in a video that I posted, not yesterday, I think it was the day before. So these are the materials that I'll be working on. I'll just put this camera down and change the angle for you. So I've got laid out here the materials for her project. So I've got like some hardware, the fabric that we're using for the lining. I've already got some fabric pieces already interfaced and that for the lining. So I've got the main front and the main back panels, and then I've got side panels as well. So I've got two side panels, one there, and what I've done, because these side panels will have pockets and the pockets are padded, so they will go on the side panels in the lining. So I've got this gorgeous print, love this. I've got a woven interfacing on that side, and on the lining side of the pocket I've got another cotton fabric, and I've fused that with a non-woven because it keeps it nice and stable and doesn't stretch and that. So yeah, cotton, non-woven, and I've got a little layer of fusible fleece, just a thin fusible fleece, and that gives some padding. So if you, like me, because I've designed this bag myself for how I like to use my bag, and so these padded pockets are on the sides of the bag, and my glasses cases fit in them perfectly, and I padded them in case I don't want to take my glasses cases, and I can just slip my glasses in those, and I've pattern matched the prints, so when I sew these together, these petals and all that will all line up and sort of look like that. So you won't even see, like, you'll still see there's pockets there, but they won't be as obvious. And I've done the same with the pocket on the other side. Bring it up closer for you. So the pocket, and then matched up the prints for it. So I think it's going to turn out great. And then the bottom, when I install the bottom of the lining, I'll have the print, so when you open up your bag looking from the front, the flowers will be going that way. So they're all ready to go, and I've just got to cut the facing that's going to be on the top of this one, and then I've already got my exterior panels done, and I showed how I did the Decaville light on the last video that I just did. And this pocket, I've also fussy cut the pocket so that when I do this pocket, this will have a black trim on it as well. But the print then, so you'll have some black trim, black straps down each side, and this main print will still flow through on the centre. So yeah, it's just, I love this rose gold. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so, and then there's my extra materials. So I'll be making a pouch, zipper pouch, my style, my pattern, out of the leftovers. So I'll have to come up with a design and incorporate the pieces of this that I've got left. So yeah, I've got all my pattern pieces. These are like, because I draft on my own, so I've still got those there. Always have my iPad Pro with me, and this is materials that I'll be doing another bag in out of the fabrics, out of the pattern that I've also got here. So that's what's on that table. And then behind me, I've just got fabric storage, other bits of storage in there, and I like to keep this bench sort of clear so that when I'm working on my orders, and then I might have like some pieces of fabric, or like I'll just grab, don't mind me, in front of the camera, like as I'm working on these and I know what pieces I've got, I might lay them all out on this workbench. So that's come in really handy. And then I just have, I bought this picture secondhand off Facebook. I actually wanted it for the frame because I'm going to do something with the frame on that. And I got this tissue box from our little local supermarket, and I loved the, I got my cord tangled. So this one here, I really loved it. So, and I had this fabric in my stash, so I just laid it out. There's some cork cutouts that I've done from the bags that I might use at my Cricut machine for those. It just makes me feel happy. I was going to do a little bit of fabric and stick that on there, a little paper clip. So yeah, I store more vinyl and that down here. I've got some more leathers and materials that I use under the table. You don't think you really want to see all that. The other things that I keep handy here on my table, these cutting, just these couple of cutting mats. These are Drawers pattern tracing materials and that in behind there. These are the main things that I use. Oh, I'll share a little handy little tip for you. When I lay down my pattern pieces, I use bolts. These are my favourite actual paperweights, is the bolts, because they're heavier than the washers. When I get washers out and use them for pattern weights, I usually grab about 4 of those. And then I might grab all of this. It's a big pattern piece, and I'll just spread them out all over the pattern, and then they just go back in the container. I have sort of over here, I always have a pin cushion. I made that one years ago. Some pens and essential sort of things that I grab all the time are always there. So then if you look over there, that's my pressing station. Works really well because as I'm cutting pieces on my table here that need to be cut, I tend to just sort of move them to this side of the table, ready to fuse, and then I go over and I try and do all my fusing sort of all together. And then over on that side as well, I also have another spare workbench, so that when I'm over there interfacing, I can move my pieces backwards and forwards and all of that from around there. I keep stabilizers and that all down there. And I keep them all in rolls. Another thing that I do to keep my rolls under control, I'll show you a look, take you around here. So when I've got my rolls, I use, like that's a fusible foam. I just use the elastic, fold over elastic, and I've got all sorts of colours, so I just put a piece around, and I don't roll things up really tight. I sort of find where they naturally want to sit. And the elastic's good too, because it just gives you enough support there without denting the materials. And then I have, which I'm not happy with still, is my setup here for my hardware. I have my rose gold because I've moved this pegboard. It used to be on another wall, so I'm a bit overseeing that. I think it looks messy, whereas my rose gold hardware I've put all in a container and got dividers. I've got some more materials up there. I was going to maybe think about hanging more materials. I was going to hang all my leathers and cork and that on this wall, but again there it looks really messy, so I've decided not to do that. Let's take you around. That's my window. Probably can't see much because it's dark. And then over at the other end of this bench over here, I've got some of my taller rolls. I'll just move this camera up for you. So I've got taller rolls of materials, and that there, big roll of paper. I've got Decaville and all of that sort of thing there. And then I have another Kallax cube unit, and this one's 16 drawers. And then I've got these all sorted really well. I'll bring you over. Oh, on top, they're handbags that I've made. They're a couple of mine that I've made, and then they're mine. So I just keep them up there, especially if they're the first ones that I've made. Keep them there. Over here, some pouches. I haven't added them to my shop yet, so they need to all get added to my website. In these drawers, these are my most common things, like zipper tape. I've got a few drawers there of zipper tape, and then I've got zipper pulls. I've actually got 3 sets of these sort of drawers that I got from IKEA. They're great. I have a stationery, so that's sort of stationery that I get to quite a lot. I've got another officey area that I use for my business. And over on that side, like this one's really good because I keep all my glues. So I open it up, and there I have all my different adhesives that I might want to use. But then beside my sewing machines, I also have more drawers. These here have got paints and that in them. Got leather paints over in those drawers and cubes. And so over on this one, on this back wall under the window, that's all set up with storage and that there as well. And then we're back to where the ironing board is. So there you go. I'll just put you down again. Just thought I'd just share that with you. And yeah, that was all. Just dropping in, saying hello. Thank you for everyone who's been subscribing, and welcome. And also for your likes and comments. I love reading all your comments. So yeah, feel free to leave comments. Feedback's great. I'm only going to get better with doing my videos, and I think now the way my rooms are set up, I'll be able to do them more often. I'll give you a little sneak peek into my sewing room. Hang on a sec. Won't do a full tour of it with you today. So I come out of that room, and then I come into this room. This room's fully renovated. So you can see it's all been painted. Got my lighting and all that set up. Here I do, to give you a quick tour. So you walk in the door. Here I've got where I do my rivet pressing. I've got a cutting mat, got a little pressing table, so all that just stays there. So then I come over, that's my straight stitch sewing machine. She's looking pretty. She likes a bit of pretty bling, so she got this, the little dragon. That's her new toy. That's my walking foot industrial machine that talks to me. I've got my leather skiver over there. In those drawers I have all my threads and things like that. I've got a dedicated Cricut cutting station because I use that a lot. I'll be doing a video soon letting you know how I do my labels. And I thought I should probably go through and show you all the different ways that I use my Cricut machine in my business, because I use it in a lot of ways. And that's Elle. She's my body double. She's a dress form and I've padded her out so she's the same shape as I am. We're probably only about 2 centimetres out in a couple of places, so that works really well. And my computer, my desk, patterns, because I'm been drafting a pocket patterns and that there, like I did in the wallet. So I'll actually be releasing those patterns, bags that I've made boo-boos on, but they're trivial boo-boos, but I keep sort of all my things there so I can track and take notes and things like that. So there you go, quick little scan. Love the way my room's set up. It's so functional and so practical. And there you go. Go back into the room I was showing you and I shall sign off. So yeah, look forward to sharing the next one. Let me know if there's anything specific that you'd love for me to share with you. Happy to experiment and try all different things. Okay then, see you next time. Thanks again. Be sure to click that like button too and help me out. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.